Look at this rock. This rock is hard, just like this quarantine has been for everybody affected. But what's been the hardest part of dealing with life during quarantine, you ask? Well, let me answer that question in the form of a vlog. To begin with, a lot of bad stuff is happening. And I know I say this a lot, but I got lucky. People are losing their jobs, they aren't able to say goodbye to loved ones, or they have friends and family who have died from COVID-19. Work schedules are changed, school schedules are changed. The government is crazy right now. But when is it not? My point is, I haven't been hit with the worst possible situation during the quarantine, and my heart goes out to all the people who are facing such horrible things at this point in time. But moving on to the question at hand, what is the hardest part of all this for me? I think I would have to say that it's staying motivated in school. Personally, I do okay in school, but I've come to realize that it's mostly because of all of my teachers reminding us of assignments and when they're due. Grades have always mattered a lot to me because I want to make my parents happy and they care about my success in school. Since we started online school, I've been doing and turning in assignments the day they're due, which, now that I think about it, is actually normal for me. The problem is when I realize I have work due after the due date, and then I have even less motivation to get it done. This has already had an effect on my grades, as you can see. I'm a huge procrastinator, and I can't for the life of me seem to stay on top of a schedule. With so many major assignments and tests coming up at the end of the year, I have to admit I'm kind of afraid for what's gonna happen. I've been telling myself that I'll get it together and it'll work out, but I can't really be sure. Anyway, that's the end of my first world problems complaining session. In conclusion, there's much worse stuff going on in the world right now. So you shouldn't feel bad for me worrying about my GPA, just in case you were. This has been more serious than past vlogs, but it's important that people understand that this is something to be taken seriously. But before I go, there's some other stuff I want to touch on that's been hard to deal with during quarantine. Like how some people are responding to the whole thing. Just seeing other human beings who are consciously not making an effort to keep the rest of us safe is heartbreaking. From the most basic level of citizen all the way up to the highest government position, it seems like people just can't get it through their heads how to help the rest of us. So if I had to come up with another answer, it would be watching these idiots make the whole pandemic worse by spreading misinformation and hatred. And with that, I will see y'all in the next one. Until then, remember, wash your hands, stay 6 feet away from people, and don't die.